No. There we go. These are so raw, aren't they? Hey, welcome back to It Is What It Is. I haven't posted in a while because it's been a hell of a week. You see, I substitute taught four classes that weren't my own, all from the same teacher. First day of that was a breeze, not too hard, but then I had to give them a quiz the next day, and I was super beat from doing all this additional stuff and prepping for my other classes that it just kind of made me burn the candle at both ends, which is normal, I guess, for your average American. And I guess I am very average in that way. So it's Saturday, it's almost noon. Me and the Tobey, who you just saw, Tobey the cat, we just chilling. I got a stack of not one, not two, but three assignments that I desperately have to grade before next Friday. I'm gonna get started on that today, mostly just organizing and starting out with the first stack. Um, but I'm also gonna play a little bit of hooky from that, and I'm going to go have dinner with my mom, or actually lunch with my mom. See, that's how messed up and turned around I'm gonna have lunch with my mom. We're gonna go get some seafood, some mariscos, and then gonna probably go finally see Silver Linings Playbook with her. Um, there's like a bunch of other Oscar winners out there that I still haven't seen yet. Like I still really want to see Argo, and I want to see Life of Pi just to see it on the big screen because of the visuals. I've heard, a lot of mixed reviews about that film. Everybody says I should really go see Zero Dark 30, and I'm kind of like, that's something I really have to be in the mood for. And I really feel it's the same way I felt about United 93 and that one Nick Cage, Oliver Stone firefighter movie about 9/11. It's just sort of, it feels a little too soon to have a film about those events. Um, just like even though it's been about the same amount of time, if they made like a straight for HBO 2 hour movie about Columbine, I'd feel like that was too soon. Um, I feel like it's really hard to process those kinds of events without the hindsight of, like about at least five more years for like 9/11. Like give us 15 to 20 before you break that down because it's still so fresh in the consciousness that we have no way to really conceptualize it and contextualize it, objectively. It's all still very, very subjective because we're still living in the aftermath of it. I mean, if you look at our economy and everything else that's going on, um, it really seems as though it's just and like the Bin Laden thing, he was just found and killed how many months ago? Like not even a full year has gone by, and they went into production making a movie, right? And so some crazy people on the left are like, "Oh, this is wartime propaganda," and some crazy people on the right are like, "This is a good movie." So that's the other thing. It's like you know, I kind of want all that to die down. But you know what? I said the same thing about The Passion, and I never saw The Passion. I saw bits and pieces of it. I watched the march to Jerusalem, where he's the torture scene, basically the torture porn scene. Fuck you, Mel Gibson. I still love Martin Riggs. I just don't like you. Um, but yeah, so I might get around to seeing Zero Dark 30. I may never. Political intrigue only pulls me in so far. If there's not a cutscene with lightsabers, I'm just not into it. Speaking of which, there's a segue for you. Um, I'm not a prequel apologist. Um, you know, I really don't care about all the, I could get angry about all the changes Lucas has made to the original trilogy, but the fact is that you can still torrent, you can still find VHS and the dual DVD copy that has a non-anamorphic but still a print of the original film without all the tinkering. And one of the benefits of the Disney merger is that at some point they might release those, right? At some point we might get those, in pristine, crystal clear condition. Um, Probably not till George, goes senile or kicks the bucket, but still, we'll eventually get those. So there's no, Han shot first. We know that. Ewoks don't blink. Vader does not say no before tossing the Emperor down the Death Star's power core reactor shaft or whatever. We all know this. It's like it's not those are his. It's not very audacious of him to do that. I mean, he's basically the sci-fi Walt Whitman in that sense. Walt Whitman um, kept editing Leaves of Grass. There was like 8 editions of it before he died. So I mean that's basically what Lucas is doing. Hey, my phone is ringing. How impromptu is that?